We're back again.
Yep, here's another video for something else that I definitely wanted to put on the truck for these trips because we have an onboard fridge. And we're going to be using probably a fan in the tent when it's hot. So hey, it's a dual battery. I want to put a dual battery in. I went online and looked. There's a lot of ways to put dual batteries into this truck and everything else, but I don't know, I kind of saw this way, so this is what I did. So anyway, here it is.
Okay, let's check it out.
Okay, it's pretty straightforward. I made a little battery bracket in the back there, and you can see it's just in front of the passenger side firewall. Built a battery tray and a hold down. That's a group 24, so it has around 94, roughly 94 amp hours, and it's just a Walmart battery. Most people say the Walmart batteries are pretty decent, so I took a chance on it. So, but as you can see, what I have hooked up to the deep cycle battery is the refrigerator, the inverter, and this cable, which is where my solar panel plugs in. So it's pretty straightforward there. And then it goes across the firewall, the positive side, goes across the firewall to a National Luna dual battery controller. And this is pretty cool so far. I like it. It automatically turns on and off for you, and then you can manually hook the two batteries together if one battery's dead, if you need to start the truck or whatever. But all I did was take a piece of stainless steel plate, cut it, and use the holes that were in the fender. You can see it's bolted on right here and here. And then the plate extends down, and then I mounted the National Luna. It comes on its own bracket, so I just hooked that bracket to the steel plate. And then this is a Blue Sea fuse box that I have the inverter and things like that. I have a couple circuits running to the back behind the back seat. And then the ground goes over to the chassis ground, which hooks back to the main battery. So when you start the truck up, it goes into, once this controller senses that the alternator on the truck battery side is, I think, above 14.5 volts, it goes into a time delay. I think it's like 5 minutes. And then if it stays above 14.5 volts for 5 minutes, it will kick the solenoid on and connect the batteries together so both of them are charging. And then once this battery drops below, I forget what the setting is, but I think it drops below like 13 volts or 12.5 volts or whatever it is, it'll disconnect the two batteries, and then all I'm running on is the house battery. So that way the truck battery has less chance of dying when we're out on the road.
Well, in our fear too, honestly, we're going to be in some very remote areas. Yeah. And we really, are kind of scared if a battery goes dead and we're just kind of stuck out there. So this way, between our solar panel being able to, God forbid both of these die, we at least have the solar panel that could recharge. Right.
And I can show you the solar panel next, since we're talking about electricity. You want to get that out?
Sure.
All right, let's get that out real quick here.
Okay.
This is a gotta get the towels out of the way.
Oh, yes. We have our towels hanging in there.
This is a Renogy. Renogy makes this. It's what they call a Suitcase solar panel. Okay. And you get it from them with this nice case. You just unzip it. It comes out. It's a foldable solar panel. Sit it down. I've done a few modifications to it to make it easier to use. But basically this is almost how it comes. Oh, it's upside down. Uh-oh. This is basically how it comes. It comes with these cool legs, which is pretty sweet. Open them up.
Oh, I didn't open
Screw them down. Like that. And then the charge controller is built into it. Charge controller's on this little hinge here. What it comes with when you get it is, it comes with like a set of clamps that you can just clamp it to any battery. And then all I did was just go to Anderson Power Pole, since I've used their stuff before, and get a stub that has an Anderson Power Pole connector on it. You can see then I got a 25-foot extension so we can get it away from the truck. This is I think 8 gauge or 10 gauge. I can't remember what I ordered, but and then the Anderson Power Pole connectors hook on here. Just plug it in like that. Then you can sit the solar panel wherever you want it. Then the other end,
sucker
Yeah,
off.
I just got this cap on it, keep dust stuff from getting in there.
And I love these because there's no way you can make a mistake. And there you go.
And then once you plug it in, what this is plugged straight to the deep cycle battery. It just goes down here. This is some extra cable and just goes back here and hooks to the positive and negative of the deep cycle battery. Then once the solar panel's plugged in, and it senses that it's getting solar, I don't know if you can see it, it goes through a startup process. And then when the green light comes on, it's starting to charge. Now you go to menu here and we can see under monitoring, let's see how much power we're pulling down. Right now in this sun, we'd have to turn the panel a little bit more, but right now it's putting out 13.1 at 5 amps. So it's
what does the refrigerator use?
The refrigerator, I think max is 2.7 amps under max cooling.
So yeah, plenty.
So more than enough power to run the
yep.
fridge with the deep cycle battery going. So pretty cool. You can see that, you know, the panel itself is not super big. It fits right next to the organizer in the back. It's almost perfect. It slides right on top of the original, you know, plastic molding that's in the FJ. But it does weigh a lot. This thing's probably like 25 or 30 pounds, I bet. I mean, it's pretty heavy. So whatever it's built out of is obviously heavy. I mean, the frame's aluminum, but the panels must be pretty heavy for solar panels. But it's supposed to put out 100 watts, and it puts out more than we need. So
absolutely.
For this, so we should be good, hopefully, with any sun. Actually, we've even tried it out on cloudy days when it's completely overcast, and it'll even put out like an amp or an amp and a half or something like that on an overcast, no sun day. So, so I think we should be good.
All right.
So anyway, if you think that would work out for you, there you go.
See ya.